Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like a chit chat video. There are some things that I wanted to talk to you about, and I've been getting a lot of DMs and emails and messages saying that you guys have been learning a lot from my video and it's been helping you in your personal development, and that makes me so happy. That is like the biggest reward I can receive for 4 years of my makeup tutorials. If I got you on my channel because of my makeup, I'm happy, of course. That's the whole point of my channel. But ever since I started doing a little bit of personal development on my channel, talking about self-love and things like that, a lot of you have responded really well, and that is my reward. So I feel really happy when you tell me that, you know what, I started looking at this a little differently. I'm a little bit more calmer. I'm less angry now. Thank you, Miles, for telling me. Like, that makes me so happy, and I'm being completely honest with you that I wait for these comments because it fuels me to do more of these videos. And honestly, the views on these videos don't matter to me because I know these get very less views as compared to my other makeup videos. But you know what? Whatever lives I can touch by just sharing what I know and feel, that's all I want, okay? That's the whole point of the series, right? Okay, so today's topic is gonna be about lifting each other up. And I really want to talk about this because a lot of you are young on my channel and you're still in school, you're still in college, and you haven't fully been out there yet into the world. And I want to let you know that the world is not as kind as it is as of now. There are very few amazing people in this world, and if you have them in your life, you're very lucky. But you know, once we step outside our school and college life, when we join an internship, when we start our work, we then start to realize, okay, people are mean. Like, this world is not sweet to you. And that is the brutal, honest truth. And having been on social media for 4 years now, I have had my fair share of ugly comments and ugly words and ugly emails that I have read over the past few years. And initially it used to affect me a lot, but as I moved on and I started to grow a thick skin, I started to ignore these comments or delete these comments because I had the power, right? It's my channel, I get to control what goes on there. And I chose to include positivity on my channel and to only have the kind of audience that is willing to grow, that is willing to be kind to each other in the comment section and lifts each other up. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, my girls, and I want to tell you that the world out there can be difficult, okay? If you're in college and school, you're very protected right now, and that's an awesome thing. But be prepared for the worst, because people can be very harsh, and that can turn you into a downward spiral, and you will start blaming yourself. You will start going into this really negative zone in your mind just because one person said something wrong, okay? So I want to prepare you for that world. And yeah, so I'm gonna start with how we are not perfect. That is my number one sentence. I wrote some notes here, so I'm just going according to that. Okay, so the stuff I'm about to talk to you about is something that you already know, right? It's not something different that I'm telling you. I'm just reminding you of what you once knew and you forgot, because social media took over our lives and some people turned out to be bitter. That's just how it is, okay? And depending on our circumstances, people turn bitter. They start blaming the world out there. They want to vent, so they start commenting on other people's social media just because they think and they assume that people on social media have beautiful lives and they're perfect. This term perfect, it bothers me. Like, it really bothers me when people say, Maj, you are perfect. Like, perfectionism does not exist. It just does not. You can come close to being perfect, but you can never be 100% perfect and flawless and spotless. So yeah, none of us are perfect, and I want you to remember that. Even this dolled up version of me that you're seeing, I love putting that out there because I love looking like this. It empowers me, it makes me feel good, and I do not care what anybody else has to say about that, okay? You put too much makeup, I'm like, girl, that's how I feel. I love myself like this, and that's gonna be it. But this is just looking pretty, and it's just a YouTube video, and I don't wake up like this, nah. I don't wake up with lashes and makeup on. No, I'm still the girl who's just as regular as everyone else, you know. Yes, I definitely have a certain edge when it comes to my skill. That's because I've been practicing makeup for so long, and that's why I have excelled in this particular field. But that doesn't make me superhuman. We're all the same people. We're not perfect. We have the same pain. We have the same relationship problems. We have the same family issues. So I just want to remind you that celebrities, influencers, bloggers, whatever you want to call them, we are not perfect, and you need to allow us to make mistakes. So a lot of us create this channel in the hopes of teaching you something, or just like spreading knowledge and whatever we have learned since the past few years that we have studied day and night for. At least I'm going to talk about myself. Like, I have invested so many hours of my life studying makeup online. I've never been to any makeup academy, so I just used to live watching YouTube videos. That was my thing. I was like, well, I love makeup. I'm passionate about makeup. Makeup makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel beautiful. I feel like a better version of Maldika. That's just who I feel. The minute I put on makeup, I'm just like my sassy self, and it makes me feel confident, and I love that feeling. And there's nothing wrong in putting on makeup to feel confident, to hide your insecurities. I get it. Sometimes not everyone is confident in their own skin. Not everyone feels complete and like happy when they don't have makeup on. It takes so much time for self-love. It takes so much time for people to realize that I need to love myself in my own skin. So one amazing thing I'll tell you, pain is pain. You agree with me? Like, it doesn't matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter what stage you are, how big your pain is. There is no big pain and small pain. Like, yeah, yours is not that much. Like, look at what I went through. So maybe it's not the same kind of pain, but pain is pain. Okay, so a poor person might be feeling hungry and it hurts him. He's sad that he's poor and he cannot get money. He hurts a different way. When it comes to us, maybe we're having a terrible fight with our brothers. Maybe we haven't spoken to our sisters for years. Maybe our parents got divorced. That pain still stabs you. It's a different kind of pain. He's hungry, he's feeling another pain. But this is family crisis, but we're still feeling pain. Okay, so comparing two people's problems and circumstances and hurt is not the right thing to do. I felt like I should put that out there because I feel like a lot of people think that, well, she hasn't been through the pain I have been through. You know, once she goes out there into the world, she'll realize. You don't know my story. You don't know her story. You don't know anyone's story, right? So assumptions are something that people do so much on social media. I feel like people just assume that you have this perfect life. Mars is perfect. She's got a perfect husband. Well, that's true, but she's got a perfect husband, perfect in-laws, perfect parents, perfect house. But don't take it to mean like she's done nothing, but she just came out of this, she was just born in this world with perfection. Like, it is the most boring thing I can ever listen to, and it is the biggest lie on this planet. So my number one point is, please don't just assume that we have perfect lives on social media. This is a screen and everything behind it, yeah, is very, very regular. I still take the rickshaw sometimes. I still get hurt. I get into fights sometimes. Yes, I've evolved. I'm not a teenager anymore. I have conversations rather than arguments and fights. But I still have those. It's not like I'm free floating, right? I have some insecurities that has come from the past into my life, and it's reflecting in my relationships now. I have to deal with them on a personal level. Some days I don't feel that I look good. Sometimes we slip, you guys. And when that happened, I started putting on weight on my face. I don't put on weight anywhere else apart from my midsection, of course, our tummies, you know. And my face becomes really round. So a lot of DMs were like, what happened? You put on weight on your face. Maz, your face is extremely round. Then on the other side, when I'm meeting people, they're like, you've lost a lot of weight. I'm like, what is happening? I'm kind of confused. Like, you lost a lot of weight. You're so thin. Don't you eat something? Like, your mom makes such amazing food. You look so thin. And this comes from women. Guys don't give a shit. Like, they don't care if you put on weight, if you're thin. Like, they won't. That's not the first thing they'll go to. Acha weight lose kiya yaar. They know where to stop. But women, they are the first people to attack other women. They just are. And I thought that was wrong, but that's so true. You go through any influencer's comment section, you will only find women completely brutal on someone else's post. Someone has a zit on their face. Someone's put on weight after 4 months of quarantine and you've met them for the first time. It is obvious she knows she's put on weight. Okay, you know she's put on weight. Is it necessary to say that? Like, do you think it's gonna make her feel good? And it's just gonna make her think. It's gonna make her devalue herself. That's what women do. We jump to conclusions. We're always looking like for validation, right? As human beings, we want to be praised. We want to be complimented. We're not perfect. Okay, we will make mistakes. Second point, expecting authenticity and then judging. Oh my god, this could not be more true. So what all of us do on social media, at least me, I'll talk about myself, I try to be as authentic as possible. Like, I show you my before edit photos, I show you how I edit my photos after. This is the like, nobody does that. Like, no one's gonna show you their raw images on social media, right? People are terrified of doing that, but I'm like, मैं क्या छुपाऊं? I try to be as authentic as I can with you guys, because I know that you cannot keep a facade up. You cannot fake on social media. If you're an upcoming YouTuber, you want to be on social media, you have to be authentic. What I've noticed is I love putting filters on in my stories, right? So I put these cute little baby faces, I put like a blurring out filter, and I come on social media because some days I don't feel good in the morning. Like, I have my face is usually puffy in the morning. So, and when I talk to you guys without a filter, everyone's like, why is your face so puffy? Why is your eyes so puffy? Why are you so swollen? Looks like you just cried. Did something happen? Did you have a fight with Akhil? These are all assumptions you are creating in your mind. My face is swollen because it is 9 a.m. I just woke up from a 12-hour sleep or a 3-hour sleep. My face is swollen because, honey, it's the morning. So then I started putting filters because I'm like, I don't want to like go through these like DMs of why my face is swollen in the morning, stating the obvious. So I put these filters and I put it all the time because I feel like they look really cute and they make me look really pretty when I don't have makeup on. Then I get, why are you always using a filter? Why don't you like be real? Show your real skin. People on social media don't allow you to be real. They expect authenticity, they expect realness, they expect you to show your stomach flab, your body fat, your back acne, your scars on your face. They want that from you, but the minute you put a picture with your scars, God forbid you are sitting like this and your stomach is shown in the picture. God forbid, galti se. That's all they will see. But wait, you expected realness. You told me you wanted to see my skin without makeup. And then you're telling me, why do you have dark circles? Then you're asking me, wow, is that a pimple on your face? You spoke about your skincare, but now you got a pimple. Haha. You told me to come on my stories without a filter. So then why are you coming back to me and telling me I've got dark circles, my face is swollen, I haven't shaved my hair, my eyebrows are too bushy? So most influencers, that is why they put on filters. That is why they edit their photos to the max. They Photoshop their stuff because they are not ready for the real world. They are not. And to be honest, sometimes I feel I'm not. And that is the brutal truth. Are you ready to see the real influencers? Are you ready? Ask yourself, am I ready? Will I be okay if someday Malvika puts on 50 kgs? Will I be okay with that, or am I going to comment on her and tell her why you put on weight? I miss the old you. I miss how you used to look. Now you're not so pretty anymore. Oh my god, she's lost control. Are you going to tell me that, or are you going to embrace it and be like, hey Maz, you look so cute? Like, I don't know. It's confusing. It's weird to me. Like, don't you like think about it for a second? Like, I want real skin, I want real scars. Women, social media has completely filtered their life out. They tweak everything they put on social. How are we supposed to know what the real you is? How are we supposed to know this is like a fake person of you? But you're not ready to see the real person, sweetheart. Like, social media is not ready for realness, and that is real. So either you prepare yourself for being ready for other women in its complete realness, hair and everything, or let them do what they do and put the filters and Photoshop their photos and just let the world go the way it is. You change the narrative. Okay, the audience has the power to change the narrative of what our influencers do, like what we do. The minute you start appreciating another influencer for her scars, for her weight, for her skin, the minute you start appreciating those real aspects of her, she's going to want to show you her real self even more. So you have the power in your hands to do that as audiences, as people, including myself. Okay, that is number 2. Number 3, our body changes, my girls. Your bodies go through changes, and our hormones are raging, and they change so many times. We become moms, we get PCOD, our hormones are off the charts. When we're chumming, we are in a different mood. Our body cannot control, like, what's happening inside on a hormonal level, we can't control unless we're on heavy medication. Even that is bad. We try our best to be our best selves, but sometimes we lose it. And that is okay, because your body is doing the most natural thing possible, right? So funny thing, women are the first people to just comment on other women's bodies. It's so funny and so ironic to me. I'm just like, really, man? Did you just call her fat? Did you just call her ugly? Like, it blows my mind. Forget what other people are doing. Forget what other women or other men are doing. Whoever's watching this, you need to start appreciating another woman's body. Okay, you need to start telling them your body is beautiful, you look fantastic. Not first time you meet them, have you put on weight? Yeah. Have you lost weight? Yeah. You're so skinny. Like, these are not something you tell people, because you don't know what they're going through. They might be dealing with stress in their life, they might be going through a divorce, they might be having a brutal day that day, they might be having a fight with their best friend, they might be dealing with something inside that is letting them stress eat or not to eat. You don't know their story. So by just assuming they have lost weight randomly or put on weight is not your place. Okay, there is always a subtle way of caring for someone. You can ask, how's everything going? Do you need my help with anything? Okay, let me know if you need me. I'm always game. You need to be very subtle, because women are sensitive. Not everyone has a thick skin, okay? So you have to be very sensitive when it comes to women's weight and when it comes to their body. So yeah, please be okay with other women putting on weight or losing weight. That is not who they are. That's not what defines them. Instead of focusing on the content that they're creating, we're focusing on all the mistakes that she's making, which just blows my mind. I'm like, look at the content, look at the makeup, look at the clothes, like, look at these things. They've taken so much mehnat to create, but no, you are skinny, you are fat, like, look at that thighs, look at those boobs. You don't have boobs. How does that make you feel? You have plenty of boobies. Oh my god, like, that must be so difficult. If you want to compliment, there's a way of doing it. I don't mind compliment the boobies. Like, we want the compliment of the bum, the boobs. We love it. We love our bodies, okay? Women love the way they look, and especially they love it when other women compliment their body. Man will say, oh, you look sexy, baby, and all. We're like, no. What do the women have to say? Because women make other women happy. Like, they empower you, right? So just why not empower someone? Like, tell them, man, you look fit. Even if they're not your quintessential size 0 fit. Fit has nothing to do with your body weight. You can be like 60 kgs, 80 kgs. If you feel fit, if you're like, man, I feel healthy, I feel good, then you're good. Like, no one has to tell you you need to be a size 4 to be really fit. Like, look at her. Oh my god, that comes to a next part. Comparisons. What is with the comparisons, my girls? Why is everyone comparing each girl to another girl and so on and so forth? And I've seen these comments so much on my YouTube channel lately. I don't know what's happened. Maybe I'm getting a fresh load of subscribers, but me and other people are, let me tell you. Why don't you do videos like this one? But your videos are okay, but this one's video is much better. You should learn from her. I think you should do these kind of stuff. Like, she's so much more creative than you. I think her makeup looks are so much more better than yours. Why? Why did you feel the need to compare one artist to another? Comparison is a thief of joy, or comparison will send you into a downward spiral. You might be like someone behind a computer or your phone, but you're typing this comparison text message and sending it into the comment. You have might as well just sent someone into a downward spiral and you don't even know it. Like, you commented that and you left and had a good day, and that person is miserable because she doesn't know maybe how to deal with those comments, right? And it's not only you, mind you, she has a large following, right? Me or whoever, I'm saying she is in general influencers. We have a large following, so it's not just you who's comparing us. There are people who are reading that comparison and liking your comparison comment. They are hearting the comparison comment and they're now comparing me to every other person because they feel like that was an okay thing to do. So if you're not a content creator, you have no idea what it takes to create content. It is so much of hard work. It's literally like a full-time job. You think it's easy putting on makeup it's amazing, it's glamorous, I love my job, I'm not complaining. I'm trying to explain to you that stop comparing other people's job to everyone else, right? It takes a lot. It takes scripting, it takes like thinking in the future, like, okay, 2 weeks down the line, what are the videos I want to create? If you want, you hire people for that, right? You're paying money, you're hiring people to take that video for you. You create a whole production studio in your house or wherever that is. You have lights, you rent a camera, you rent a tripod. It is a lot of work. You just see the edited footage and you're like, ooh, disgusting, you don't know how to create content. Like, oh my god, she did it so much better than you. Like, learn from her. The amount of blood, sweat and tears one content creator has put, wo dekho na. See that, okay, she's put in some effort. This is her version of creating content, right? She has no comparison with this one, and nobody compares to nobody. Everyone is unique in their own single way. They bring their own individuality into their videos, and that's just who they are, and they're giving you what they know coming from their knowledge. So you cannot compare two influencers. That's okay. Then on the flip side, when people comment on someone else saying, look at Malvika, she's so much better, do you think that makes me feel good? I don't feel good. Don't tag me. Do not tag me when you're comparing me to anyone else in a positive or in a negative way. I am not interested to know. So yeah guys, even on social media or in life, generally stay away from comparison. And even with yourself, you know, my girls, when you are doing something, when you are trying to work on your dreams, you're trying to work on your purpose, your goals, don't sit and compare your story or journey to anyone else's. Your path is different from my path, so on and so forth. Everyone has dreams, everyone has goals, and their purpose is different. All you gotta do is focus on your own journey and just pave the way. Why are you focusing on two different people and how their journey is? Why isn't my journey as easy as hers? You don't know their life. You don't know what it took for her to be where she is today. Okay, you didn't see what went on behind the camera. You were just judging her on face value. You're just like, well, she had a lot of money, she comes from a rich family, so this is what she is. She might come from a rich family, but skill to usi ka hai na. It's her makeup skill, or it's her like fashion sense, like it's her talent that's being put out there. Now you forget the resources. I'm just saying, forget everyone else's journey. Like, be inspired for sure. Be inspired by their journey, by the content they're creating, by the work they do. Take in all you can, soak it in, because there's so many brilliant people out there that you just want to soak up information and just do your own thing anyway. Yeah man, comparison is like a poison, man, in any sphere in life. Yeah, comparing body weight, comparing hair, comparing skin, comparing lips. Why do you think people get fillers and tummy tucks? And they're not secure because the world is brutal. It's an unforgiving world. They will not leave you if they see an ounce of body fat on your body. Like, they will make sure that they remind you got plastic surgery. So what are you doing to other people? Think about it. Every text that you type, every comment that you put out there, every word that comes out of your mouth should be of value to the other person. Okay, nothing but value. If you do not have anything valuable to add, do not text. Do not put that comment down. Simple. Okay, so take a beat. Take 5 seconds before you put anything out there. You are ugly. Stop for 5 seconds. Think of that text message being reversed to you. Someone told you you are ugly. Would you feel good? Well, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't feel good, right? You will feel bad. So putting that text out there is going to make the other person feel bad. Stop, delete, move on. if you're doing that, the minute you have that self-awareness that, wow, I'm thinking for 5 seconds before I text this person, I'm either about to make her day or I'm about to break her day. Do I want to send this comment on the profile? Sabko bahut bolna hai. Like, everyone has something to say to the other person, but no one wants to improve themselves. That's what it's come to right now. So think 5 seconds, my girls, before saying anything also. Do you want to say, like, have you put on weight? Or, oh my god, look at your hair, look at that pimple on your face. Think about it. Would you like it if you said the same thing to yourself or someone else said that to you? Think, take a beat, take 5 seconds, then you push the comment button. Otherwise, do not text. Enough is enough. Like, I don't want, like, you guys are super young and I don't want you growing up into thinking that it's okay for other people to treat you like this. If there's anyone in your friends group that is comparing you to anyone else, if your parents are comparing you to anyone else and being like, they are better than you, beta, you are better than them, beta, stop them. Be like, mama, this is not good, I'm not feeling good, don't do it. Correct them. Don't be okay with comparison. Don't be like, well, she's my mom, I can't say anything, I might be horrible. That's not the story you said. She planted that story in your head because she thought that they were better than you. So it's this whole thing, this chain of random assumptions that people just do. Stop the person and be like, that made me feel bad. Please don't do it again. Say it in a nice way. Then they will know next time not to compare you to anyone. You have to correct people in your lives, no matter how old they are to you. Even if it's your grandmother, you have to be like, no, मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा नानी, ये आपने जो बोला मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा. Say it so they know. Sometimes people are oblivious, they're ignorant, they don't know that they're not supposed to compare you to anyone else, right? Practice being kind to yourself. Now again, this comes down to self-love. Nobody who is happy with their lives, who's happy with their career, who loves their partner, who's just a happy, bright girl in general, would never type that out to you. So anyone who's saying something negative or something bad to you or trying to disrupt your happiness or dim your sparkle, something is not right in their life, and that's why they are venting. They're putting it out there because they are unhappy with their lives and they want to destroy your life as well by saying those words. And words are powerful. Okay, no matter what you say, it's going to affect you because we're humans at the end of the day. Okay, no matter how strong and bulletproof you make yourself, you are waking up and you're reading those comments first thing, right? Imagine the impact it's having on that person every single day. I cannot imagine what YouTubers like Jaclyn Hill and Nikki have to go through every day because they're in the millions, right? And you can't control million people. So yeah, everyone, practice being kind to yourself no matter what you are going through in life. So if you are unhappy with yourself, you're unhappy with your life, if you're just bitter in general towards people and in your own like mental state, you are frustrated, you're feeling depressed, try and fix who you are on the inside first. It all begins inside, right? We create these stories in our head and we think that that's true. You are not depressed. A lot of people say, well, I'm depressed, I have anxiety. You don't have these things. You are dealing with depression, you are dealing with anxiety. You are not depression. Okay, so don't make those negative words your identity. Just because you're dealing with depression doesn't mean that you are a depressed person. You're going to deal with it and then you're going to have a better life. But you need to start taking responsibilities and stop blaming other people for your issues. Okay, your issues come from within you. Your issues come from your family life, from whatever you're dealing with. Deal with it and don't blame other people. Take responsibility. I am not happy. I'm unhappy today in my life and I know I'm unhappy. I'm not happy with my job. I'm not happy with my partner. Accept help. Fix your insides. You're not happy with your weight. No problem. It's not the end of the world. Okay, we'll find a nutritionist, we'll find a dietitian, we'll see what's good for my body, okay, and we'll work towards it. We'll wake up every morning, we'll hit the gym because our goal is losing weight, right? That's what's going to make me happy. So start to karo, start the journey of moving forward. There are only 3 things you can do. You can either stay still, you can retreat, which is you can pull back, or you can move forward, which is the third option. And I think you should move forward. The third option is what you must pick all the time. Going back into the past and being like, I wish I hadn't eaten, I wish I hadn't stressed eaten, I wish he hadn't broken up with me. It's all in the past. तुम change कर ही नहीं सकते हो. जो अभी हुआ 10 मिनट पहले मैं उसको change नहीं कर सकती हूँ, right? Do I want to stay still? Okay, I've put on weight and I think I'm just gonna be like this because I don't want to like lose weight. It's a lot of effort. Okay, then be happy with your decision. If you decided to stay that way, be happy with your decision and don't sulk. Okay, just because the choice is yours. If you choose the third option of moving forward, you are changing your life and you're changing everyone else's lives around you, whoever loves you. Okay, so the minute you start to change yourself from the inside, whatever's bothering you, face it head on. Face your failures. Look up things that you have to do, because Google is in the palm of our hands, sweetheart. We don't need nobody to push us. I'm no one to tell you what to do with your life. Like, I can give you advice, but that's it. You have to ultimately take that decision, right? So just Google stuff, research, do your best to ask the people who know what you need in life and take that decision and move on. Be happy in your life. Your ultimate goal is to be blissful, peaceful, and happy, and make sure that that is your top priority and nothing else comes in the way of that. If you have a friend in your life, okay, that is bothering you, that is not leading you into a better future, that is not like pulling you up, just get rid of them. Just get rid of them, because this is what you have to protect, your heart and your mind, right? You are the one you need to look after. So do that and take responsibility and change your life. When you are happy, there is no chance that you will be bitter towards other people. So please be kind to people on social media. They are human beings at the end of the day. Pain is pain. I'm going to repeat this every time, so you make sure you note it down in your book. We're almost coming towards the end. It depends if I stop talking. I'm in such a zone. My chest is getting red because I'm feeling really passionate about this. Women need to lift other women up. Hell to the yeah. What happened, girls? What happened to us, man? Like, I feel like we've lost the whole idea only of women empowerment. We are so sucked into this false reality, this false world of social media. This one's life is perfect in this one's life, so I'm gonna like compare them to someone else, or I'm gonna blame them for having such a good life, so I feel good about it. Your life is better because she's rich. Your life is da 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 da. There's so much negativity on social media. What happened to just lifting them up? Like, 99% of the comments are women, and that's what breaks my heart, dude. Not the comment itself. I look at it and I'm like, she's only 19. I go to profiles and I'm like, she's only 19. Where is she learning these words? Where does she find the strength to be mean to another woman? Like, who's teaching her this? Like, who is around her life that she has to be so bitter to someone else? You know, it makes me think, and I'm just like, where are we heading as women? Why aren't we holding each other's hand and like lifting each other up and being like, yeah, you're so pretty, you're so smart, you're so confident, just do what you have to do. I want to end with this, okay? And remember this line, because I always do. People remember you by the way you make them feel. The only thing that matters on your deathbed is how you made people feel. How are people going to remember you? Not by the things you had, not by the car you had, but how you made them feel when you were alive at that point. Alright, so that is it. That's all I have for you in today's video. I know this was really heavy and a lot of information to take in, but I just had to talk about this because it's getting really brutal out there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been heavy, but I'm so glad I made this video. I hope it's gonna change something in your life. Please feel free to share this video, repost this. So thank you so much. I love you. Be kind to your women. Love them, accept realness, and let people make mistakes. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.